Hello, guys! Welcome to Exploring Diverse Perspectives, where we embark on a journey through time, culture, and human endeavor. I am your host for today. I'm Jerome, and today we're diving deep into the fascinating realms of anthropology, economics, geography, and history. And of course, I am with these handsome guys. Introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, I'm Ivan.
And I'm Christian.
Yeah, so join us as we unravel the threads of humanity, exploring the connections between ancient cultures and modern economies, tracing the evolution of societies. Ang unang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is anthropology. So, can you give me some insights about anthropology?
Anthropology is the scientific study of humans, human behavior, and societies, both past and present.
And ang alam ko naman its name is derived from the Greek word anthropos meaning human and logos naman is meaning learn and knowledge.
Yes, that's true. Modern social anthropology aims to not only study human society but also to understand and address the complex issues of contemporary life. What about the traditional anthropology naman?
Ang traditional anthropology naman focuses on primitive societies. Today's anthropologists also investigates the challenges faced by the societies in modern development. Specialized fields like developmental anthropology and action anthropology focus on addressing these problems.
Yes, and meron tayong four fields sa anthropology. Do you guys have any idea or familiar ba kayo sa topic na to?
Oh, as far as I know, merong physical anthropology, study of how humans physically evolve and adapt. Example, researching how different environment affect people's bodies like how living in high altitudes impact lung capacity. And meron naman tayong cultural anthropology, study of how societies and cultures function. Example, observing rich rituals and traditions in a remote tribe to understand their beliefs and social structures.
Linguistic anthropology, study of how language shapes society and cultures. Example, analyzing how slang terms change over time to reflect shifts and in societal attitudes and values.
And yes, actually, fun fact, anthropologists studying cultural differences have found that some societies have unique ways of measuring time. For example, the Amondawa tribe in Brazil doesn't use words like yesterday or tomorrow, but instead references events based on their relation to the sun's position, demonstrate, demonstrating how cultural perspectives shape our understanding of concept like time.
That's actually fascinating. It really highlights how cultural perspectives can influence even the most fundamental aspect of our lives. Speaking of perspectives, let's shift our focus to economics. Have you ever wondered how the things we buy are made, how they get to us, and why they cost the way it is?
Economics is about how things are made, shared, and used. It's the study of how people make a living and deal with important problems. The word comes from Greek meaning household management.
And ang example nito is knowing economics helps governments create jobs by investing into projects. Businesses use it to set price and predict sales, while individuals use it to manage money wisely. Kaya napaka-relevant ito as an individual to the past, present, and sa future.
Very well said. Economics really does touch every aspect of our lives, from big government to decision to everyday choices. It's fascinating how understanding these principles can help us navigate the world more effectively. Meron dalawang branches ang economy, which is macro and microeconomics. So what about it?
Yes, and ang difference niya is that microeconomics looks at how individuals and businesses makes choices about what to buy and sell. Yung macroeconomics naman is that it looks at the big picture, like how the whole economy grows and deals with issues like, for example, yung inflation and unemployment.
And super helpful nito kasi meron tayong mga fine-face na problems sa Philippines like inequality, poverty, subpar educational outcomes and healthcare access issues, insufficient foreign investment and corruption, and so much more.
Kaya helpful ang disciplines na to in improving the quality of life talaga. So, let's move forward naman sa next topic natin, which is geography. The study of the natural environment and its impact on social and cultural development. The word geography originates from the Greek word geo, meaning earth, and graph, meaning describe. So, can you tell me about it?
Sa geography, it teaches us about the location and the characteristics of different places. Ito naman yung both physical and cultural, enabling us to navigate or navigate our interconnected world with more efficiently.
Meron tayong main branches of geography, and
Those are physical geography, studies that natural environment structure. Ito naman nag-include ng climates, landforms, and other natural patterns. And human geography examines how human behavior affects the environment, encompassing cultural and economic. Tapos, isa pa is political impacts.
yes, imagine mo that you're planning a trip sa isang tropical island para magbakasyon. Understanding geography such as the likelihood of rain and hurricanes during certain seasons. Pwede mo rin i-consider yung physical features ng place like its beaches and mountains to choose activities that align with your interest. And actually, dahil dyan, may key concepts na sinusunod ang geography. So, can you tell me about it?
Ang key concepts niya are yung movement, how people connect and share ideas, technology, and culture. Pangalawa is location, refers to a specific place on Earth's surface, either exact or in relation to others places. Yun. The third one is region, areas within common physical and human characteristic, including formal regions like cities or countries and functional regions. Yun.
And dagdag pa, place. This describes the interaction between humans and the physical environment of a location. 5. Environment focuses on the physical attributes of a location and the behaviors of people living there.
Ayan, thank you for that. Now that we've explored the key concept of geography, let's journey back in time to uncover the past and tackle history.
So history is the study of past events where we systematically learn about and verify what happened in the past. The word history comes from the Greek word historia, means inquiry.
If I have to ask you both, as a Filipino, bakit napaka-importante ng history para sa atin?
Siyempre, as a Filipino, important yung sa akin kasi dahil lang sa past natin is rich of history, and if we will look back at our past, makikita natin yung mga nangyari from colonization, political conflicts, social problems, and many more. Though through study of history, we learn from the mistakes, and hopefully it will help us realize and remember kung bakit tayo Filipino.
Para sa akin naman, it helped us recognize and acknowledge the importance of the sacrifices that were made by our ancestor. History is important for Filipinos because it teaches us about our origins, culture, and identity as a nation.
Thank you. Very well said. Actually, hindi tayo nito magkakaroon if it weren't for our historians. Meron silang tinatawag na historical methodology. Historiography, it refers the techniques and guidelines historians use to research and write about. It's been an enlightening journey unraveling the complexities of human societies, understanding economics principles, and appreciating the interconnectedness of our world. Thank you all for joining us in this insightful adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing the diversity of human experiences. Bye-bye!